despair. I've been thinking about good times and how everyone from the past has a burden to bring with it. I'm worried about the unworthy, the wicked, and the silhouette of the sinister masking itself as a good time. That bottle you bring only sells your time short and removes any memory from a good time from your system. Okay, the next one would embarrass my husband, so he's not here. So, and this one is titled "I Can Think of Somewhere," written December 23rd, 2022. Awaiting your arrival, the excitement of a younger me shouts with internal glee. I must have missed you. I must submit to weak need and beg you, pretty please, to open my offerings left from Christmas Day. What can I say? Welcome back to my state of disarray, to humble hugs in winter. Wind whispers below zero. She questions, where can we go? I can think of somewhere. This next one was written December 19th, 2022. It's titled Waiting to Be. Agony is the cry of rejuvenation. She did not lose her will to live, but gained the will to die. Advantage seeks for her to find the heaven which she had in mind. Peace retreats in anticipation as the gates await the king's creation. Impatience forces her impertinence. Mercy begs for eternal rest. Forgive her if she's impolite, for she's dying to see the sight of an ending to this plight. She's waiting to be. The next one was titled Speak to Me, and that was written July 20th, 2022. Oh, I like this one. Snivel, feel hurt, broken and bitter as usual. Find happiness in simple substance. A rat around the corner mops up tears. Weary and woken to unspoken woes and worry of wrongdoings. Make elephants out of me? Send them marching down, spiraling around my mapped out mind. So the power of the mind can be so unkind when the heart's in doubt, unable to sort anything out. Speak to me. The next one was written June 30th, 2022, and it was titled I Am Silent in This Space. I erase myself in pointless endeavors, traveling along the print of a page, my picture, my name, stain your memory with disdain. I erase myself from your history, belonging nowhere in time or space, existing to trace a face from a familiar place, disappearing from hometowns and high schools. I have no childhood but a red mask of rosy reminiscent sin. Nostalgia paints the way to melancholy, and the only escape is to allow yourself to be erased. The next one was June 13th, 2022, and it's titled You Have Meaning to Me. The sun rises without me, casting shadows on the surface of an expanding universe. Trouble turns to window delight. She speaks to the world through breath and fog on her glass. It disappears to nothing. It's everything we have. The air in our lungs and each other. A foggy vision of you in each sunset. A reason to see sunrise tomorrow. And so this one is from a project I'm working on, and I'm trying to produce each chapter from the Gospel of Luke into one college-age poem, which, considering I have very few lines or very few words per line of poem, it makes for a very short poem. So this is from that. This is Luke 7. The centurion's servant, sick beyond belief, healed by gracious God. Weep not, lonely widow, you will not lose your departed sons. Expectations aloof, let the Baptist know his cousin is the remedy and forgiveness for all. Once more, sight for the blind, freedom from the unkind. The way is prepared. The proof of wisdom is in the people it produces. The alabaster box of righteous acts, washed with tears and dried with dirty hair. Perfume poured on holy feet. Go in peace, you sinful women. Your faith has saved you. I have a couple others tonight that I read last night at Calvary Chapel Church, so I will go ahead and read those and then I'll be out of here. You don't need a confessional. What do you do when all your saints are liars, or when your priest is a hallway for hate to pass through? How could you ever let a person create so much power for himself only to allow him to work the minds of the ones who are supposed to be following God, but instead are mindlessly following nothing but a man in a costume? How is it that among all of the hypocrisies we fail to see that the control held over human beliefs is the biggest one of all? When will it be time to kill the cult and let the truth live loudly? It's time to let you know that your salvation doesn't lie in the hands of a few Hail Marys. No, instead it sits quietly in the hearts that accept and trust what they know to be personally true. It doesn't push you to give up your free will. No, it makes you free. The next one is titled The Drive to Survive. Without that voice speaking inside my head, the desperation to be done with this disease would have had me dead long ago. Despite how insane you may think it is for me to believe this voice is God, He's always spoken to me through the endeavor against depression depleting me and anxiety anxiously eating away at me. He's forever pushing me to move on through my thoughts, regardless of how pathetic this fight has made me feel. He's even had me reasoning with myself on my darkest days. So while I can't explain His existence in my heart, I can understand how questionable it is, but I also can't explain my consistent and incomprehensible desire to stay alive. And the last one I have tonight is called Compassion Can Kill the Compassion. This must be a line from my design, the design God designated for me, the one He wrote down in the book of who I was long before my body ever belonged in this existence. It's the line where I have compassion despite being destroyed, the line where I care despite your belligerence. See, He drew that line so thin that you were almost always able to walk right over it. I know that probably wasn't the way it was intended it to be used, but maybe it was originally intended for fairness, as a way to see each situation equally. I'll always have to be careful of who I let cross, or you'll be walking all over me instead of just over the line. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Very good. All right. One more time, folks. Excellent. Very loud.
Yes.
Let's see what you got there, Mr. Allen.
Oh, check, check, check.